The Bible portion for this topic is taken from Luke chapter 19 verses 28 to 40. In this passage, we see that Jesus and his disciples are traveling to Jerusalem. When they reached the Mount of Olives, Jesus asked two of his disciples to go to the village ahead and bring a colt which they will find there tied somewhere. Jesus also told them that if anyone asks them why are they taking the colt after untying it, then they should say, because the Lord needs it. Now both these disciples go to that village and everything happens exactly as said by Jesus. In the very next verse we can see the disciples brings back the colt to Jesus. There is no mention of the owner of the colt disagreeing to what they said or any mention of they paying for that colt. It simply shows that the owner of that animal were all part of God's plan. Now horse is such an animal which reacts very violently when some unfamiliar person touches or approaches it. In this case, the two disciples, which are totally unfamiliar to that animal, came near it, untied it and took him to Jesus. But still, that animal did not react. It simply came with the disciples without any struggle. Jesus is the Lord of all creation. When He commands, all of the universe will obediently follow it. Further in the passage we can see the disciples and all the people over there were praising and glorifying God. The Pharisees in the crowd came to Jesus and told him to make his disciples quiet. To this, Jesus answered, I tell you, if they keep quiet, the stones will cry out. Now what does this say when Jesus tells the stones will cry out? It simply means the master of all creations, that is Jesus Christ, when He needs it, even the stones will cry out. If we look around us, we see each and everything, be it a living thing or an inanimate thing, each following a set of unwritten rules. Each and everything in our universe, be it from the smallest of the atoms or the largest of the galaxies, each and everything follows a set of rules which God has given them. And we can see all of these work in a perfect harmony. My dear friends, there are times when we actually land in times of hopelessness. In this fast-paced competitive world, we face so many pressures. Academic pressures, peer pressures, and all such kind of pressures, you name it. Right from our childhood, we have been told to get ahead in the rat race. In our church context, right from our Sunday school days, we are having so much of pressure. Christ is the Lord of all creations. When we earnestly ask Him, when we earnestly believe in Him, when we earnestly have faith in Him, then wonders will happen, my dear friends. Because He is the one who controls each and everything which happens around us. This Lent period, let us skip aside all our worries and sorrows and put our faith and trust in Christ, the Lord of all creation.